Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we have Candace Owens basically going back and forth with a college student talking about why we are sending billions and billions of dollars overseas when we have so many problems right here. And honestly, there couldn't have been a better video to react to right now when we have the wildfires going on. You know, you have some members of the government going overseas to another country, right? You have just an atrocity of a situation, right? To be honest with you, and sending my prayers out to those people. Seriously, a lot of people lost their homes. It was terrible, but I feel like this is the perfect video to react to. Perfect time. Hopefully we can get it right. Hopefully they can get it right, but we all got to work together collectively, right? Without further ado, if you're sensitive, if you're soft, there's the door. Let's rock.
Candace, how are you?
Good, thank you.
So my question is just regarding the Hamas-Israel conflict.
Yeah.
I've been keeping very close tabs on that. I know probably a lot of people have as well. I was just wondering if you could clarify a lot of your statements, because I've seen obviously a lot of misinformation.
Yeah.
And then I just wondered where you got your news regarding some of the things about Israel, because I would love to look into stuff like that as well.
So give me something specific, because you say, either tell me what it is that I said that you need clarification, or tell me what news I share, because I have a show every day, so I want to be able to clarify.
One of the things I saw was just about the Super Bowl halftime commercial, and then you had mentioned how Benjamin Netanyahu had bombed a refugee camp. And
yes.
And I just was wondering where you got that, because I want to look at that.
Right. So I believe it was the Israel Twitter that shared the commercials that they were releasing on Super Bowl. And my thing, just to clarify my stance, is that if we've given you $300 billion, please don't spend your money on commercials like that you're creating to release for the Super Bowl. It's an insult, right? When it comes to my foreign policy stance, that you understand it, I don't care what country it is. When I walk down the street and the roads aren't paved, when the borders are porous, when the grocery prices are what they are, and when the gas prices are what they are, we shouldn't be sending money overseas, right?
Bingo, 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 bingo. Candace could not be more right? So this is a perfect example, right? So we have the California wildfires going on, but then I heard, right? I'm not going to say it's true, but a lot of news outlets are saying it, that we sent another 500 million to Ukraine. Okay. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So that's a problem, right? When we are not taking care of home, but we can take care of everybody else. And that's been a problem in this country for a long, long time, especially right now, right? You got Ukraine, you don't even get me started on the Middle East, right? So Candace is absolutely right, and she's cooking. Back to the video.
And you can apply this on a molecular level, right? And on a molecular level, which is to say, if your house isn't in order, if your house is on fire, and then you look next door and you see next door that there's also a fire, you're not going to save your kids and make sure the fire's put out in your own house first before you go overseas, especially when it's Israel. They have a better economy than we do. I don't even understand how we're borrowing. That doesn't even make sense to me, right? It's let's say I have $300 in my bank account and you have $9 in yours, and I come to you and I'm like, can I borrow some money? So it makes no economic sense whatsoever. And the last thing that I will say regarding Israel, and I think that, like I said, a lot of Americans, which you are American, but really understand the sentiment of this, is that not only are you taking our tax dollars, but then if we want to comment or ask a question, you can't criticize Israel or you're anti-Semitic. I criticize my own country, right? You're telling me I can't criticize yours? Pointedly ridiculous.
And to be quite honest with you, again, we are in a space of let's help home first. I don't want to hear about criticizing anywhere else other than right here, right? And to be honest with you, sometimes we can't even do that, right? So Candace ain't wrong, right? So, but ultimately, what's crazy to me is this is actually an older clip, and the analogy she used is just literally perfect, right? Because of what's going on right now, right? Literally, the analogy she used is actually going on right now. We are literally helping other places, other countries, while homes are actually burning. You cannot make this up. You can't make this up. This was an old clip, right? So I'm not saying Candace Owens is a genie and she saw into the future, but this is the real position we're in. That's how crazy this is getting. Do you see how crazy this is getting? To the point where analogies are becoming reality, right? I don't mean to rhyme there, but again, I think yes, there's a myriad of things that are the problem, right? We could say yes, it's because we had people in government go to another country while the state was burning. We could say Newsom, right? We could whatever, right? We could go in a lot of different areas. However, at the end of the day, we need new people in power, right? We need new people in government, and I'm not talking about the president, right? President Trump is in, and that's but I'm talking about government officials, right? Let's talk about it for real. If we're really gonna have the conversation, right? Hey, Candace is cooking. Back to the video.
Ridiculous. We need more speech, not less. And the minute you take even 30 cents from a taxpayer, you better bet your ass that we have a right to say whatever it is that we want and to ask questions if we want.
Couldn't have been said. Oh, hold on. Couldn't have been said better. Okay. All right, guys. Let me know what you think about this take. Personally, I agree with Candace. I think Candace was cooking. I'm just gonna be honest with you. She was in that kitchen cooking because she was using analogies that are actually practical to today, quite literally, right? Well, the West Side's burning, right? So, and yeah, I just think we need to be taking care of home. I think we need to have better policies in place. There is a clip of even Trump back then saying, trying to tell Newsom to basically, I don't know the specific details of it, but essentially he was trying to tell him, I think he was trying to protect a certain type of fish. Maybe if you guys want to comment below if you know the specifics, but instead of doing that, basically budget misallocation. We'll call it that. Let's just leave it at that, right? And honestly, that's really what it boils down to at the end of the day, right? They have a certain amount of budget and they figure out where it goes, right? And your job is to put the people first, right? Did you do that? Obviously not, because if you put the people first, they wouldn't have ran out of water, right? They wouldn't be in a situation where, the firefighters are struggling to put out this fire. And it's still going as we speak. As you watch this video, the fires are still going. You know what I mean? So again, sending my prayers out to those people. Seriously, I hope you guys get shelter, stay safe. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you slap the like button, kick the subscribe button for more. Until next time, peace.